We often think about money as just, well, numbers in a bank account, right?
Yeah, or something you earn through sheer hard work.
Exactly. External effort. Almost like this separate thing we have to chase down.
Mm-hmm.
But what if that whole way of looking at it,
Yeah.
what if it's fundamentally off? What if money is something totally different?
It's a really fascinating question, and it's one the material you've provided just dives straight into.
Right.
It brings up this intriguing paradox. Why do some people seem to work so little, yet they have more than enough?
While others work their whole lives and still struggle.
Exactly. And the core idea here, which is pretty surprising for a lot of people, is that money isn't just material, it's energy.
Energy. That's the perfect framing.
Mm.
And that's exactly what we want to unpack today.
Mm-hmm.
So for this deep dive, we're digging into these fascinating sources you shared, trying to unlock a completely new way of understanding wealth.
Yeah, looking at how your internal world might actually be shaping your financial reality.
Way more than any external force, perhaps. Okay, let's jump in. Let's do it.
So this radical idea, at the heart of it, is that money isn't just paper or digits.
Right. It's an energy. And one that actually responds to, well, who you are when you do it.
And, maybe even more powerfully, the frequency you silently emit from within.
Yeah, the sources say it understands the vibration you're living in. It's quite poetic, actually.
It really is. And there's that analogy.
Oh, the music one. Yeah. If life is a piece of music, then money is a note that only resonates when you truly harmonize with the melody of abundance.
So it's not about chasing it.
No, it's about money, seeking someone who knows how to tune in. It totally flips the dynamic.
Tuning in, like finding the right radio station.
Kind of. Think of frequency, maybe less like physics and more like the unique emotional tune you're playing consistently out into the world, your overall state of being.
Okay. And it suggests something really profound about abundance itself, too.
That it's inherent.
Yeah, like a flower just blooms naturally. Prosperity isn't something you get. It's a state that has always existed within you, which implies you don't need to learn how to be abundant.
You just need to remember or reconnect with it. That's a huge mental shift.
It really is. And this idea comes through so clearly in that story about Eleanor, the herb seller.
Oh, right. Tell us about her.
Well, initially she just saw coins as, metal things,
Yeah.
tangible.
Like we all do.
Pretty much. But then someone, this traveler, told her to see them as vessels containing an invisible current of energy.
Wow. Just shifting her perception.
Just shifting her perception. But it completely transformed her business. Suddenly, more customers, money flowing naturally.
Not because she worked harder.
No, the sources say it was because she shifted her vibration out of scarcity into something else.
And then there's Harold, the mailman.
Yeah.
His story is different, but points to the same thing, right?
Exactly. He gets this unexpected inheritance, not because he was desperate or lacking.
No, apparently he wasn't.
Right. It was because, as the sources put it, in his soul, Harold lived as someone who already had enough. He already carried the energy of wealth before the physical arrived.
That really drives it home. Money responds to your frequency, that inner feeling, more than just grinding away.
Mm-hmm. It hears when your heart vibrates with the state of, I am ready to receive.
Okay, so if it's about frequency, how do you actually, change your frequency?
Well, the sources offer a practical suggestion, a daily practice.
What is it?
Visualizing money not as paper or digits, but as a stream of golden light flowing toward me gently, naturally, without force.
So not like wishing on a star, but more like tuning yourself.
Exactly. It's framed as recalibrating your living frequency, tuning your inner state.
And the idea is this can actually reduce the stress, the envy, the shame around money.
That's the suggestion, helping you feel more expansive, like a natural conduit of prosperity,
Right.
less clenched, more open.
Okay, continuing this deep dive.
Yeah.
The sources also say money flows along the curve of belief, not a straight line.
Yeah, belief, not just effort. And it emphasizes that every thought you nurture daily is not just a fleeting mental activity. It's a signal, an invisible electromagnetic field that is being broadcast and attracting exactly what you hold in your mind.
Whoa. So our thoughts aren't just contained in our heads. They're like broadcasts.
That's the concept presented. It's quite powerful when you think about it.
It is, like that story of Clara in the well.
Oh, that's a compelling one. When her heart was full of gratitude,
Water gushed out.
abundantly, but when worry crept in,
It paused. The flow stopped.
it demonstrates so vividly that wealth responds in response to the signal you send from your emotions, not your logic.
So it's less about what you do, more about how you feel and what you're putting out there emotionally.
Precisely. And then you have Walter, the merchant. He tried hoarding his money out of fear.
How did that work out?
Not well. The sources say it just slipped through his fingers like water through a clenched fist.
So clutching tighter didn't help.
Quite the opposite. It was only when he had to let go, actually, because he got sick, that his business started to flourish again.
Interesting. So letting go allowed flow.
It seems so. It highlights this more subtle, deeper kind of control, not control over money, but over the energy you emit. The universe, it says, just reflects exactly what you radiate.
Like a mirror.
Yeah, a big mirror.
So the core principle then. It's really clear, isn't it?
It seems to be. Wealth doesn't require you to do more. It requires you to feel differently.
Feel differently. That's profound.
Yeah.
It really shifts the focus inward.
Completely. It's about consciously choosing to see things, including your finances, through the eyes of someone who already feels abundant, sending out that signal.
And Dorothy with the old piano. She exemplifies this, right, with her affirmations.
Beautifully. She started with these simple, consistent daily affirmations, things like, I am a magnet for prosperity.
Did it feel natural at first?
Apparently not. The sources say she found it awkward initially, but she kept at it, and gradually her internal frequency shifted. Her life actually started to change in tangible ways. Those words, repeated with conviction, seemed to generate a new, well, magnetic field around her.
And the opposite holds true too, right? Like Eugene, the grocery store owner.
Oh, definitely. His constant negative self-talk. There aren't many customers, money is always tight.
That created stagnation.
Exactly. But when he consciously flipped the script, started saying things like, my ideal customers are finding me. Money is coming from unexpected sources.
Things changed.
He attracted an investor. His business started to blossom. It wasn't just wishful thinking. It was, according to these sources, internal recalibration having an external effect.
Okay, so the practical takeaway here seems simple, but maybe not easy.
What's that?
Write down, say, 3 affirmations about money every morning, and say them aloud with real conviction.
Right. And the key point is, you're not trying to convince anyone else.
No, it's about reprogramming your own frequency.
Yes. The material really hammers home that money responds to the emotions you're holding on to.
So this practice helps you shift from chasing money
to broadcasting a signal that attracts it, changing your internal state.
Now, let's shift a bit. Let's talk about those sayings, the ones we all hear growing up about money.
Oh, yeah. Money doesn't come easy, or rich people are usually not good people, things like that.
Exactly. The sources call these more than just phrases. They call them invisible wounds or even unnamed curses.
Wow. That's strong language, passed down through generations.
It really is. They act like these outdated financial maps, ones written by ancestors and never once re-examined.
And they often come from a place of fear, right? Even if it's disguised as caution or just being content.
But they can silently limit your potential. I mean, I know I've recognized a few of those in my own thinking.
Me too. It's quite eye-opening when you start looking. You see it clearly with Frank, the master shoemaker in the stories.
Right. His craftsmanship was amazing.
Incredible skill. But his business struggled. Why? Because he deeply internalized his father's belief. Nothing in this life comes easy. To survive, you have to suffer.
So that inherited belief was choking his success, not his lack of skill.
Precisely. He was using this old map without even realizing it.
So is there a way to, update the map?
The sources offer a really powerful exercise for this. I found it quite liberating, actually.
Okay, what is it?
You take some paper and you write down maybe 5 common sayings about money you heard growing up.
Okay. Like, money is the root of all evil or something.
Exactly. Those kinds of things. Then, for each one, you just gently ask yourself, is this still true for me? Or is it time to return this belief to the one before me with gratitude, but no longer hold it?
Return it with gratitude. I like that. It's not about blame.
No, it's about conscious release, recognizing it served a purpose, perhaps, but it's not your truth anymore.
And this is what Ruth the Weaver did.
Yes. Her family always believed people like us can't have more. That was the story.
A very limiting story.
Very. But she consciously chose to speak new ones. Things like, I can live abundantly and still be humble. I can be wealthy and still be kind.
And did it work?
Well, not long after she started doing this consistently, she landed a huge order that transformed her business. It suggests she really did change the root system of her beliefs.
That's the potential power here, isn't it? The sources suggest that through your own awareness right now,
Yeah.
you can be the first in your family to step out of the cycle of limiting beliefs.
Mm,
You could potentially heal an entire ancestral stream.
That's a huge idea. That money at its core just amplifies what's in your heart.
If you believe you're unworthy, it amplifies doubt.
But if you start to truly believe you have a right to abundance, it amplifies that inner power.
Okay, shifting gears slightly. The sources talk about a sacred law of circulation.
Ah, yes. The basic idea is simple. Whatever stops flowing will die.
Like water or air, money needs to move.
It needs to flow to stay alive, to stay vibrant. That's the concept.
Which brings us to the paradox of hoarding.
Right. It says you don't become wealthy by hoarding. You become wealthy by circulating with intention, with trust, and with love.
So holding on tight out of fear that actually blocks it from coming back, creates stagnation.
That's exactly what the material suggests. Raymond, the blacksmith, is a great example here.
What happened with him?
Initially, he hoarded his earnings, but it just left him feeling empty.
So what changed?
He started giving. Repairing tools for the poor for free, mentoring apprentices, circulating his skills and resources.
And the result?
Money came back to him, but more profoundly than before. Why? Because his energy had changed from contraction to expansion, from defense to circulation.
It's like Lillian's story too, right? With the loaf of bread?
Yes. She had very little, but she split her last loaf with a stranger. An act of trust.
And then she received an inheritance.
Which the sources call a natural response of a universe that clearly hears the frequency you emit. It's about the energy behind the act, not just the amount.
So giving and receiving, they're not separate things.
No, they're like two breaths of the same life cycle, inhaling and exhaling.
And refusing to receive, that interrupts the flow just as much as hoarding.
Exactly. It suggests prosperity comes from being an open channel, like a river constantly renewing itself, allowing both inflow and outflow.
So, practically speaking, how do we encourage this circulation?
The sources suggest conscious circulation through small daily gestures. Doesn't have to be huge amounts.
Like what?
Sharing a meal, making a small donation, but doing it with genuine presence, offering sincere thanks with your whole heart.
It's the intention behind it.
Yes. The understanding is, each time you give with faith and gratitude, you are not losing, you are multiplying the energy of abundance.
Okay, this connects to something else subtle but important the sources mention. Hidden judgments.
Ah, yes. The idea that you cannot attract what you secretly judge.
If you're judging wealth or wealthy people, even unconsciously.
You're pushing it away, creating resistance.
Like Beatrice, the embroiderer.
Right. Her business was dwindling. And through introspection, she realized she held these silent judgments about wealthy people, thinking they were arrogant or unfair.
And that inner judgment was affecting her outer reality.
It seems so. It was like she was broadcasting, wealth, stay away. And then there's George.
The one who found his old journals.
Yeah. Filled with negative thoughts about money itself. Money only brings pain. I'm not good at managing money. He realized he'd turned against his own prosperity with his own inner dialogue.
Wow. So how do you work with that if you discover those hidden judgments?
There's another powerful exercise suggested. Writing 2 letters to money.
Letters to money.
Sounds a bit strange, I know. But the first letter is just for pouring out all your honest feelings, even the negative ones. Get it all out.
Okay, cathartic. And the second letter?
The second is an act of reconciliation, expressing your readiness for a sincere, open, and healthy relationship with money.
Why is this important?
Because, as the material states, money doesn't change who you are. It amplifies you. So the real question becomes...
Who am I when money arrives?
Exactly. And am I willing to become the version of myself that money feels safe to stay with? It's about internal alignment.
Okay, let's move into desire. The sources have a beautiful take on this. Not as neediness, but as...
The soul's signal. Yeah, like a sacred compass pointing you toward the true expansion of who you are meant to become.
Especially if it's an authentic longing, not just feeling lack.
Right. Look at Agnes, the mother. She initially suppressed her dream of providing a better life for her kids. Felt shame about wanting more.
But she overcame that.
Yes, she finally dared to own that desire. And it led her to open a successful bakery that didn't just help her family, but employed other mothers too.
So denying that true longing is painful.
The sources say nothing hurts more than denying your own true longing.
There's also this paradox when wealth actually starts showing up.
Oh yeah, the hesitation. People get confused, feel afraid, wondering whether they deserve it.
And opportunities often arrive disguised, right?
Exactly. Disguised as an invitation, an uncertain opportunity, a situation that tests whether you truly believe in yourself. It's not always straightforward.
Like Norma, who got that $50,000 grant for her reading program.
Yes, a huge opportunity, exactly what she wanted. But she panicked.
And missed it.
And missed it. It shows how the shadow within us rises when something good comes along that exceeds our current self-concept. We can self-sabotage.
And Samuel, the healer, provides another angle on this.
He did amazing work but refused payment, always thinking, I'm not good enough yet.
Until he shifted that belief.
Until he finally declared with real conviction, I am worthy. And then opportunities poured in. He eventually built the healing center he'd dreamed of.
So his inner shift was the key.
His inner transformation unlocked the external reality.
So crossing that threshold into greater abundance, it's really an inner transformation.
That's what the sources strongly suggest. It's not about waiting for external proof of worth.
It's about declaring internally, I am ready.
Yes. The universe, in a sense, waits for you to step forward, to dare to believe you are enough.
So the practical application here is really interesting. When a new opportunity comes up,
Instead of asking, am I worthy?
ask yourself, do I have the courage to live as the person I truly want to become?
That's a powerful reframe because wealth, in this view, comes to lift you into a new level of existence.
And that requires willingness to step into that bigger version of yourself.
Exactly. Now, what about struggle? What happens when things go wrong financially?
Ah, yes. Clyde, the farmer who lost his harvest.
Mm.
His story illustrates what the sources call spiritual alchemy.
Alchemy, okay. How so?
Instead of reacting with panic or despair, which would be natural,
Right.
he found stillness,
Yep.
inner quiet. And in that quiet space, he remembered an ancient herb his grandmother used to talk about.
And that memory was the key. It led him to cultivate it, and it transformed his farm into a success. He faced hardship not by fighting it head-on in the old way, but by shifting to a higher state of being. Calm, insightful.
So it's about how you respond internally to the challenge.
That seems to be the core message. When you face financial struggle, the advice isn't to just react.
What then?
Pause. Ask, what's the lesson here? What frequency am I broadcasting? Am I emotionally hooked on something feeding this stagnation?
And there's a practice mentioned. Financial energy transmutation.
Yes. Visualizing golden light, filling your lower belly, and whispering inwardly, I do not resist hardship. I listen to it, and I am transforming it into strength.
So acknowledging the difficulty, but choosing to transform the energy around it.
Exactly. It's about conscious response rather than automatic reaction, like Elaine, who literally rewrote her financial story.
What did she do?
She started affirming things like, I am a source of value. Money comes to me because I carry light. I'm supported everywhere I go.
And this wasn't just positive thinking.
It seemed to go deeper. It shifted her core emotions about money, her entire feeling state, and consequently, her external reality began to transform. It's about that internal shift rippling outward.
Which brings us to this ultimate realization from the sources.
That money isn't the end game.
Exactly. Money is not the goal. Money is the means. It's the road that helps you reach something deeper.
It's never the destination itself. Arthur's story illustrates this beautifully.
The one who used his savings for his sister.
Yes. He used everything he had for her medical care, acted purely from love, releasing that fear-based energy around money.
And what happened?
He later attracted a much better, more lucrative opportunity for himself. It highlights how the universe always favors paths led by the heart.
And Lena, too, after retiring.
Right. Instead of worrying about income, she started teaching neighborhood kids for free, just for the joy of it, aligning with her purpose.
And money came anyway.
Unexpectedly, yes. As the universe's way of honoring someone living in alignment with her role, her purpose became the magnet.
This leads to maybe the most profound question the sources pose.
What's that?
You ask yourself, if money were no longer a concern, what would you devote your life to?
And the answer to that?
That's your true goal. Money is just the means to fulfill that.
Wow. Okay.
So this brings us to the final, really the culminating insight from all this material.
Which is?
You are the source.
You are the source.
Yes. Everything you experience, money, relationships, opportunities, it's all merely a reflection of something deeper. Your internal frequency.
So when your frequency shifts,
Yeah.
truly shifts.
The world shifts with you. It has to.
So this whole journey we've been discussing, exploring these layers,
Mhm.
it means you're actually emitting a new frequency now.
That's the idea. You stop chasing. You start becoming the very flow you once prayed to touch. That's the ultimate transformation.
And the nature of the source.
Mm.
It's not loud or pushy.
No, the source isn't loud. The source doesn't chase. The source only needs to be steady, clear, unwavering, and loving.
It does not compete. The source attracts just by being.
Exactly. Just radiating.
So the invitation here, it isn't about becoming someone you're not.
Not at all. It's an invitation to return to your original frequency, that place where you know.
Mm-hmm.
You are light. You are value. You are the giver. You are the guide.
Remembering your inherent nature.
Yes. And when you truly live from that place, as the source,
Wealth comes to flow through you.
it amplifies the truth you're living, allows you to create, contribute from that place of genuine abundance.
So, for a final practical moment, something to take away.
The sources suggest this simple introspection. Place your hand over your heart and ask, what am I radiating every day?
A moment of real honesty.
And if the answer is fear or maybe passive expectation,
Gently transform it.
yes, into active creation, love, gratitude, readiness. It's like signaling you're truly ready.
Ready to become the river the universe longs to flow through.
Beautifully put.
Wow. This deep dive today, it's really taken us on quite a journey, hasn't it? From seeing money as just, stuff.
Right, material things.
To understanding it as this energetic reflection of our deepest inner state, our beliefs, our purpose.
It really reframes everything.
It does. And ultimately, wealth isn't just the destination. It's the byproduct of someone who has recognized who they truly are and dares to live fully in that truth.
So as you carry this forward, maybe the question to ponder is this. If money truly is a mirror reflecting your inner world, what is the most courageous reflection you're willing to face and transform?